Uh-oh. Bad news for Bitcoin. Bad news for, well, the dollar index, which is going the opposite way that we wanted to. Good news for the dollar index, I guess, but bad news for us. Bad news from the Fed. Bad news out of Europe. Bad news all around. I'm going to be talking about that with you in today's video. My name is Lark. I make videos on investing. If you like that top, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And of course, tap on the thumbs up button. Let me know you appreciate this kind of content. Now let's go ahead and get into it. Well, the news is out. The Federal Reserve is not going to be pivoting anytime soon. Interest rate hikes are going to remain in play. We are going to see more pain inflicted on the markets so long as inflation remains stubbornly high. And at 8.5%, it's damn high. And even if it comes down next month, it's not going to come down that much. They're not going to continue with aggressive interest rate hikes. Right now, we are seeing the central bank in the USA making a very deliberate plan of crashing the stock markets, crashing the property markets, crashing the crypto markets. It's planned. It's an implosion of your portfolios and the economy, and it's brutal, and it's exactly what's happening. Crazy to think as well that Jerome Powell gave a speech wiping out, I think, about $1.2 trillion in value for stocks with just an 8-minute speech. That's some pretty wild stuff. And by the way, at $1.2 trillion that got knocked off stocks on Friday, that is bigger than the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies combined, which is just a little reminder for you that we're still so early in crypto. It's actually pretty crazy. It's such a baby, crypto. I know the total high water mark was around $3 trillion. We're down 66% or whatever from that time, but crypto's still just a baby. I'm telling you, the people buying during this bear market are going to be the future millionaires of the next bull run. Might take a while though, because all the crazy happening at the Fed, that's not the only story affecting markets right now. We also have the energy crisis brewing in Europe. These are the German power prices, as you can see. Futures charts. Now this is absolutely an insane chart right here. Just absolute explosion. Like, that is not the kind of chart you want to see for energy prices, man. Absolute out of control situation happening with really just across the board energy prices in Europe. And of course, all of the energy price spiking means that it's bad for your average consumer. Your families who are trying to make ends meet suddenly are seeing their energy bills, their monthly bills, just exploding in value. That's really bad for industry. Think about all the stuff that's made in Europe, from cars to commodities like steel and on and on and on. All that stuff gets affected by high energy prices. Could civil unrest be coming? Well, the Swiss are already warning that they could be seeing that coming. We are seeing civil unrest around the world right now in places like Pakistan and Bangladesh, where people are out protesting in the streets because of rising energy prices. Got me thinking about this meme right here, the vibe for Europe right now, when she finds out that you have food and firewood. Hope it doesn't get like that, of course. Crazy times in the markets without a doubt. Now, before I get into the charts, if you don't have an account over on Bybit yet, you gotta get yourself one, man. This is the best place to be trading cryptos, long and short, all the top coins. You can also benefit from their huge spot market, one of the biggest in the crypto industry. Use the link down below and you can benefit from 0% fees for market makers, as well as $4,450 in deposit bonuses, which is absolutely crazy. Now let's look at the charts. We are seeing a situation right now where the Dixie is not going in the direction we'd hoped it would go into, and of course it's not surprising considering what the Federal Reserve just said. This is the dollar index. We had been hoping, with our fingers crossed, for a double top. However, what are we seeing right now is a potential breakout here for the dollar. If it really starts pushing higher, which it very well may, we could see it even heading back to some pretty crazy levels. If we bring up the 1-week chart here, we can see that, because we have to go a long way back to find a time when the dollar index was higher than it currently is. In fact, the peak of this century was back in 2001 when the dollar index got up to 120. It's currently at 109. 120 would cause all kinds of chaos in the market. It would cause a lot of things to break, a lot of pain for stocks, a lot of pain for crypto. This is the path of most harm if we start heading up here. And of course, if we break beyond that, I mean, whoo, all hell will break loose. Let's just put it that way. But this high, just for reference, this was reached after the popping of the dot-com bubble, right? So this was max fear in the markets back at the turn of the century. Everybody was freaking out. Dollar was the safe haven, right? Everybody was rushing into it. And then, of course, came all the craziness after that. If we get back up there, oh man, and looks like we are facing a potential for a very real breakout here currently. So we'll keep an eye on the dollar index, see how that moves. And of course, Bitcoin, well, our bear flag did play out. We got a major breakdown here for Bitcoin over the weekend. Of course, as stocks fell on the news from the Federal Reserve, Bitcoin falling right along with it. In fact, as you can see just here, we actually got another oversold reading for Bitcoin at the weekend. Historically, buying at such times has been a good time to make spot purchases for long-term holdings for Bitcoin. We did, of course, also blast through our first area of price support around 20K, coming down 10% from the time we were talking. Previously, looking at this bear flag here, came down by 9.5% in total. Kind of sitting out here in no man's land. Currently no great areas of price support sitting in here. We could see a potential rally back up to the 20K area, providing us with some resistance, but we do have to keep an eye out with so much craziness going on in the markets right now that we've got that next major area of price support around 12.3% down from where we were talking previously at around $18,900. After that, we start talking about, are we going to retest the yearly lows at $17,600? A lot of crazy going on in the markets right now. Nothing would surprise me. So stay frosty, everybody. Expect the unexpected in the markets right now. The name of the game, of course, is to survive. So don't go rushing into anything. Don't make any rash moves where you go, okay, I'm going to go all in on something right now. You got to play the survival game in a bear market. That means taking it slow. It doesn't mean you can't be buying Bitcoin. I'm buying Bitcoin every single week. But it does mean playing the game a little more cautiously at the moment, because as you can see, there's a lot of risk in the markets right now. So be safe, invest responsibly, guys. It's the name of the game. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.